Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Zach Roloff and wife Tori Roloff aren't closing the door on the idea of homeschooling their 3 kids. The former Little People, Big World stars discussed the possibility of taking schooling into their own hands on the Thursday, May 30, episode of their Raising Heights podcast. Take every year as it comes. I feel like every child is different. Every year is different, Tori, 33, replied to a fan who asked if they had considered pulling their kids, Jackson, 7, Leela, 4, and Josiah, 2, out of the traditional public school system. Zach, 34, added, "I like what it does for our kids." Though the thought of taking on educational duties in addition to parental responsibilities may be daunting for some parents, Tori, who was a kindergarten teacher before transitioning to being a stay-at-home mom, would likely step into that role effortlessly. However, when asked if she would ever return to the classroom as a teacher, the reality personality responded, "Never say never," before explaining why she's apprehensive to go back. "I think in today's climate, no, I would not go back to public school at least," she said, noting that right now, she gets the best of both worlds because she is a stay-at-home mom and gets to volunteer and sub at my kids' school, which is awesome. She added of her time teaching, "It was hard. It's hard when you're constantly testing. They're 5 years old. I'm talking about the rigor of school in general. Now that I'm a mom and have my kids, I just wanted them to be good people. I want them to show up to school, learn how to be in a social situation, and I don't want to test them every other day. That was very difficult for me." Zach and Tori met in 2010 while Tori was working on the Roloff family farm, which was run by Zach's parents Amy Roloff and Zach Roloff. Though they initially kept their relationship strictly platonic, the duo's romantic connection became undeniable. "We were both too shy to really approach one another, but we had both told a fellow co-worker we thought the other was cute," Tori recalled to The Knot in 2014. "This coworker of ours was so insistent that Zach talked to me, but he was too nervous, so nothing really came about. However, about 3 or 4 months later, Zach finally got the courage to call me. We went out to a movie and have been seeing each other ever since." The pair tied the knot in 2015 and welcomed their firstborn son, Jackson, in May 2017 before welcoming daughter Leela in November 2019 and son Josiah in May 2022. In February, Zach and Tori confirmed their exit from Little People, Big World after season 25. Zach starred on the TLC series for all 25 seasons, while Tori joined during season 10. "We've made it pretty clear that we're done with that chapter for multiple reasons," Zach said in a video posted via YouTube at the time. "Because we've made that pretty clear, they haven't asked us back technically. This last cycle was rough, and we were done with it. We've moved on." Brief introduction to Zach and Tori Roloff, known for their appearances on Little People, Big World, mentioned their family dynamic and how their approach to parenting has been a subject of public interest. Lead into the topic of homeschooling and why this is currently a point of discussion for the couple. Introduce the main themes of the article, their thoughts on education, the uniqueness of each child, and the possible benefits of homeschooling. Overview of Zach and Tori's parenting style and values. How they balance public life with private family moments. Their commitment to raising children who feel valued, supported, and understood. How their experiences on Little People, Big World have shaped their outlook on life, education, and their children's futures. A look at how the Roloff children, especially their son Jackson, who has dwarfism, experience traditional schooling. Discuss any challenges or frustrations they faced in the school system due to their condition or differences. Address how Zach and Tori feel about the traditional educational system and its ability to cater to their children's individual needs. Mention any concerns they have about socialization, safety, and inclusivity in a traditional school environment. Zach and Tori's considerations for homeschooling as an option. The benefits of homeschooling in terms of flexibility, individualized attention, and tailoring learning to each child's needs. How homeschooling could potentially address specific challenges Jackson and his siblings might face in a traditional classroom. The impact of homeschooling on their family's lifestyle and daily routine. Zach and Tori's belief that every child is unique and the importance of respecting their children's individual learning styles. How homeschooling could allow them to focus on each child's strengths, weaknesses, and developmental needs, the time and energy required from both parents. The need for specialized resources or help, especially for children with specific learning needs. The potential for social isolation if not balanced well. Zach and Tori's reflections on how they would navigate these pros and cons. An exploration of how Jackson, Lila, and Josiah may benefit from homeschooling, considering their age and developmental stages. The unique needs of each child. Jackson's experiences with dwarfism and how that could impact his schooling. Lila's early childhood development and how a homeschooling environment might suit her. Josiah's infancy and what the future could look like in terms of his schooling. The impact of a more individualized educational approach on their sibling relationships and family dynamics. How the public perceives Zach and Tori's decision to homeschool. Reactions from fans, critics, and followers on social media platforms. How the Roloffs balance public opinion with their personal choices and values. Insights from other parents in the public eye who have chosen homeschooling, including any challenges they faced in terms of judgment or scrutiny. Summarize the key points discussed regarding Zach and Tori's thoughts on homeschooling. Reflect on how their family's unique situation and values shape their educational choices. Conclude by considering what the future holds for the Roloff children and their education, whether it's through homeschooling or a traditional schooling path. End with a note on the importance of parents considering the needs of each individual child, regardless of the schooling approach chosen. Little people, Big World star Zach Roloff has just opened up about the current state of his relationship with his father, Matt Roloff, and things aren't looking all that great. In the May 23, 2024 episode of his podcast Raising Heights, which he co-hosts with his wife Tori Roloff, the reality star revealed that his dynamic with his father is still very rocky. He went on to claim that Matt Roloff remains in denial of everything he did, which has made it difficult for the father-son duo to reconcile. This is how Roloff described his father's attitude. The couple also talked about how the filming for Little People, Big World Season 25 concluded over a year ago, but watching the show opened up a lot of old wounds for them. The TLC reality star and soccer player noted that while the dust has settled on the drama, nothing has really been fixed between him and his father. Stuff comes out on social media, and you realize people are thinking the same thing. It's a bummer because I thought we were kind of evening it out a little bit, he added. The update comes after Zach and Tori Roloff officially announced their exit from the show after 25 seasons in February 2024. Naturally, a lot of fans thought that the sudden departure was in response to Zach and Matt Roloff's long-running feud over the family farm. In a February episode of the Raising Heights podcast, Zach went on to clarify about how things had been rough for the family because of the farm deal, and that's what eventually pushed the couple to take this decision. "We were done with it. We moved on," he concluded. The feud between the father and son began in Little People, Big World Season 22, when Zach and Tori Roloff started talking about buying part of the family farm. However, Matt Roloff ended up listing the portion of the property his son wanted to buy. To make matters worse, he later decided against the sale and turned the place into a short-term vacation rental. The father and son negotiated for a year, and when Roloff Sr. refused to accept the couple's offer, they packed up and moved to Battleground, Wash, with their 3 children. In the aftermath of the drama, Matt Roloff revealed that he was banned from seeing his grandkids. "We go from seeing them daily to completely cut off," claimed the reality star in the Season 23 premiere of the show. His girlfriend Karen Chandler backed him up, saying that it was heartbreaking to see how Zach and Tori Roloff refused to bring their kids to the farm. However, when the couple announced their exit from the show, they also disclosed that their oldest son, Jackson Roloff, had expressed how uncomfortable he was with being filmed all the time. In the same podcast episode, Tori Roloff shared that as parents, it was important for the couple to listen to their children. "It was a huge reason for us stepping away," she told the listeners. Soon after, Matt Roloff expressed his support for the couple's decision in an interview with Entertainment Tonight. explaining that Zach knows better than anybody how difficult it is to raise their children in front of the camera with all the scrutiny. Little People, Big World's Season 25 finale premiered on April 23, 2024. There has been no update on the show's 26th installment yet, and it's not clear whether the young couple will ever return to the show. You can, however,